Good morning, Warzone kids. I was thinking about forgiveness the other day, and I was raised in the world of born-again Christianity, very devout world full of sincere, serious-minded folks. And forgiveness is a big topic. There's a verse in the Bible where Christ said, if your enemy offends you, forgive him 70 times 7. Which I was taught was a way in Hebrew to say an infinity of times. So I think about forgiveness. I practice Zen. I don't even know if I'd say I'm a Buddhist, but I would say that I practice Zen. I sit on a cushion and look at the wall. And you don't come across the notion of forgiveness very much. It's a Judeo-Christian type of concept. And I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about what I actually think about forgiveness. There's a lot to do with regard to my relations with other people. If someone hurts me or I hurt someone else, how do we reconcile ourselves with each other? There's that part. But forgiveness in a Judeo-Christian sense is about wiping the slate clean in a cosmic way. So you're right with the gods or with God. You're reconciled, like that kind of thing. That don't really mean anything to me. I think of it like this. Honey badgers are a creature after my own heart. They're ornery little critters. And there's good reason for it. They live in an ornery place. Look at where they live in Africa. There's 31 flavors of stuff around there that'll kill you. And honey badgers eat grubs and little stuff like that, and probably mice and whatnot. But they're a little critter, and man, are they mean. They're ornery. And orneriness is the virtue of my people. Orneriness is the virtue of my people. And so honey badger is, that's my patron saint, the honey badger. And if I was locked in a phone booth with a honey badger and it bit me, I think about that when people talk about forgiveness. If I was locked in a phone booth with a honey badger and it was going bananas, and it bit me, the topic of forgiveness wouldn't really enter my mind. I would say, okay, Mr. Honey Badger, I ain't got nothing against you. I understand that you bit me because it is in your nature to bite. I forgive you. Well, okay. That ain't got the slightest thing in the world to do with my situation. How's my life different after that? I'm still locked in a phone booth with a honey badger. And it's going to go on following its nature. It's going to bite, scratch, and claw because that phone booth ain't big enough for the two of us. My first concern would be getting out of that phone booth. That would be my first, second, third, fourth, and fifth concern. To quote Monsieur Candy from Django Unchained. I think about that with forgiveness. I'm a child sex abuse survivor. I'm a war zone kid. And I well know what it's like to be around the human version of vampires and the human versions of honey badgers, and to be locked in a phone booth with people that hurt you over and over and over again, that hurt you 70 times 7. And I was raised in the born-again Christian world, so I know all about the lectures I got from those people, all about forgiveness and how I should forgive them. Because they didn't mean to do it. They had good intentions. They were just vampires driven by their unconscious need to live on my blood. So I think about that when I think about forgiveness. And I think about getting out of phone booths. And I think about escaping from vampires. And I think about living my life. And how you just can't do it when you're locked up in a phone booth with a honey badger. And your main concern is getting out of that phone booth. It's a beautiful day on the trail to the Western Lands, Pilgrim. We can get in a lot of miles today. Let's get them together. Daylight's burning.